Welcome back to our channel, Soap Opera Lovers. Today is a beautiful, sunny day to dive deep into the delicious drama of Fairmont Crest. Grab your favorite beverage, settle into your comfiest chair, and let us unpack the explosive secrets and jaw-dropping twists waiting for you in the latest Beyond the Gates spoilers. The tension is palpable, the stakes have never been higher, and the tears are absolutely real. So let us get right into the heart of the chaos. I am still trying to catch my breath after uncovering the latest, most heart-wrenching spoilers regarding our beloved Jacob Hawthorne. If you thought the aftermath of the Plasma Ring warehouse bust was intense, you have absolutely no idea what is coming next. The trauma of that fateful night is not just lingering. It is actively destroying Jacob from the inside out. We all knew that Derek Baldwin taking a bullet for him was going to leave a mark, but the sheer magnitude of Jacob's post-traumatic stress disorder is spiraling into a terrifying new territory. I am watching this strong, dedicated police officer crumble into a million pieces, and it is absolutely devastating to witness. Will Jacob ever be able to find his way back to the light, or is he destined to be swallowed whole by the darkness of his own mind? Let us set the scene for what is undoubtedly going to be one of the most chilling and emotional moments in Beyond the Gates history. It is the dead of night, and while the rest of Fairmont Crest is sleeping, Jacob is trapped in a waking nightmare. His severe PTSD has robbed him of any chance at rest. I can practically feel the suffocating tension as Jacob paces the floors of his home, his mind replaying the deafening sound of that fatal gunshot over and over again. The sweat on his brow, the trembling in his hands, this is a man who is entirely paralyzed by survivor's guilt. He is carrying the weight of a life lost, a hero who didn't have to die. But when the clock strikes its darkest hour, Jacob's fractured psyche pushes him over the edge. What happens when the ghosts of our past refuse to stay buried? In a moment that will surely leave fans screaming at their television screens, Jacob looks down the dimly lit hallway of his home and sees the impossible. Standing there, shrouded in the shadows, is the unmistakable silhouette of Derek Baldwin. Yes, you heard me right. Jacob is hallucinating his dead best friend. I am literally getting chills just thinking about the visual execution of this scene. Derek isn't just a fleeting memory. In Jacob's traumatized mind, he is a physical presence, a haunting reminder of the ultimate sacrifice. The guilt of being the one who survived has completely shattered Jacob's grip on reality. Is Derek's ghost there to offer forgiveness, or is this hallucination a manifestation of Jacob's darkest, most violent urges for retribution? As Jacob stares into the phantom eyes of the man who saved his life, his mind twists the narrative into something incredibly dangerous. He doesn't see a friend telling him to move on and live a good life. Instead, Jacob's broken brain convinces him that Derek's spirit is restless, demanding justice in the most brutal way possible. The hallucination becomes a catalyst for Jacob's unraveling. Every word Brian Baldwin screamed at Jacob down at the police station, blaming him, refusing to shake his hand, demanding his son's body, is echoing in Jacob's ears, fueling this terrifying delusion. Jacob truly believes that Derek is urging him to exact revenge at any cost. How far will a broken man go when he believes he is acting on the orders of a ghost? Enter Naomi Hawthorne, the absolute beacon of light in Jacob's rapidly darkening world. Waking up to find the bed empty, Naomi steps into the hallway and witnesses the terrifying reality of the man she loves losing his mind. My heart breaks for Naomi in this moment. She has been trying so hard to be his rock, offering him comfort, making paper airplanes to cheer up Ashley, and desperately trying to hold her family together. But when she sees Jacob staring into the empty space, whispering to a phantom, the true horror of his mental state becomes undeniable. She gently reaches out, trying to pull him back from the ledge, trying to ground him in the present. But will her love be enough to break through the impenetrable wall of his trauma? The answer, tragically, is a resounding no. In a moment of sheer panic and overwhelming despair, Jacob physically and emotionally pushes Naomi away. The rejection is violent, not out of malice, but out of a desperate, suffocating panic. He recoils from her touch as if it burns, terrified that his darkness will somehow infect her. I can only imagine the tears streaming down Naomi's face as the man she adores treats her like a stranger. The emotional whiplash of this scene is going to leave viewers in a puddle of tears. Jacob is building a fortress of isolation, and he is locking Naomi out. Can their relationship possibly survive a blow this devastating, or is this the definitive end of their romance? The words that tumble out of Jacob's mouth next are going to shatter whatever is left of our hearts. Through choked sobs and a terrifyingly manic gaze, Jacob firmly declares that he does not deserve to be happy. He tells Naomi that as long as Derek is in the ground, he has no right to feel joy, no right to feel love, and no right to live a normal life. The survivor's guilt has completely consumed his self-worth. He views his own survival as a cosmic mistake, a debt that can only be paid in blood and suffering. Hearing him say those words to Naomi, effectively ending their future together because he feels unworthy of it, is a masterclass in soap opera tragedy. How can Naomi fight for a man who has already condemned himself to a life of misery? This heartbreaking fracture in their relationship sets the stage for a decision that is going to send shockwaves through the entire police department and the criminal underworld of Fairmont Crest. Pushing Naomi away wasn't just about protecting her from his emotional baggage. It was about untethering himself from anything that could hold him back. Jacob makes a reckless, terrifying choice. He is going to hunt down the Impaler all by himself. That is right, fans. Jacob is going completely rogue. He is abandoning police protocol, ignoring Chief Elon Hawthorne's careful strategies, and tossing the rulebook out the window. He is a lone wolf on a suicide mission. But is he walking into a trap that he will never escape from? I have to ask, what is going through Jacob's mind as he decides to take on a massive, deadly crime syndicate single-handedly? The Plasma Ring is not some petty street gang. This is a highly organized, ruthless black market operation that has already proven they are willing to kill law enforcement. We know Joey Armstrong is meeting with the actual boss, the elusive Impaler, very soon. Jacob is walking directly into the lion's den without backup, without a wire, and without a lifeline. His thirst for vengeance has blinded him to the reality of the danger he is in. He doesn't care if he lives or dies, as long as he takes the Impaler down with him. Will this reckless crusade be the last thing Jacob ever does? The sheer danger of this situation cannot be overstated. The underground forces controlling the Plasma Ring have eyes and ears everywhere. If Jacob starts kicking down doors and interrogating the wrong people in his unhinged state, he is going to put a massive target on his own back. The criminals in this town do not play fair, and a cop operating outside the law is nothing but a loose end waiting to be tied up. I am absolutely terrified for Jacob's life. He is operating on zero sleep, severe trauma, and pure, unadulterated rage. That makes him unpredictable, but it also makes him incredibly sloppy. Who is going to save Jacob when the Impaler's henchmen finally corner him in a dark alley? And what about Naomi? Do we really think she is just going to sit back and watch the man she loves throw his life away? Naomi is strong, resourceful, and deeply intuitive. I predict that she is going to realize exactly what Jacob is doing and take matters into her own hands. But if Naomi goes searching for Jacob in the seedy underbelly of Fairmont Crest, she might end up in the crosshairs of the Impaler herself. Imagine the horror if Jacob's rogue mission ends up putting Naomi in the exact same life-threatening danger that Derek was in. If Naomi gets hurt because of his reckless vengeance, Jacob will never, ever recover. Are we looking at a potential double tragedy in the making? As a longtime fan, I have seen characters go down dark paths before, but this feels different. This feels permanent. Jacob is crossing lines that a sworn officer of the law should never cross. Even if he somehow manages to survive this solo hunt and take down the Impaler, what will be left of his career? What will be left of his soul? He is trading his badge for a vendetta, and in the world of Beyond the Gates, that kind of choice always comes with a devastating price tag. The writers are setting up a collision course between justice and revenge, and I am on the edge of my seat waiting for the inevitable explosion. Will Jacob find the Impaler, or will the Impaler find him first? The upcoming episodes are guaranteed to be a chaotic, emotional roller coaster that will leave us gasping for air. Between Jacob's terrifying hallucinations, his heartbreaking rejection of Naomi, and his suicidal one-man war against the deadliest criminals in town, the drama is reaching an absolute boiling point. Every secret is about to explode, and no one in Fairmont Crest is safe from the fallout. I am counting down the seconds until the next episode because I desperately need to know how this ends. Will Jacob Hawthorne survive his own mine, or is the next funeral we attend going to be his? Keep your tissues close, fans, because next week is going to be pure, unadulterated chaos.